Welcome back. It's Steve with Swell Van Co. Today I'm showing you our installation process in our 2023 Ford Transit 148-inch wheelbase. In your kit you will find pre-cut and labeled pieces of insulation as well as a map of your van. While I am working on a 148 Transit, this kit will look the same for your model of Sprinter or Transit. Now, this kit does not include insulation pieces for your columns and smaller cavities. So keep in mind that if you are wanting to cover those areas, you will need to purchase separate insulation. So the supplies needed for this install are minimal. Just some glue, double-sided sticky back tape, and scissors. Scissors will come in handy for some minor cuts in some of your pieces. For example, this front ceiling panel, C1, I have already trimmed it to fit around the foam blobs in the upper front corners of your van. For the install itself, you will use your van map we provide to match each insulation piece with its place in the van. And if you'll follow me, I'll show you exactly what that looks like. Each page of your map is labeled, and you can find the different parts of insulation for each part of the van. It says Transit 148 passenger side wall. When I found PU1, that went right here. PU2, PU3, PU5. This is the bump out, PM2. That's set aside for if it needs to be upholstered. Same thing with down here on the bottom. Passenger lower 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There is insulation in the sliding door. I have already done that. There's also insulation in the bottom of the rear doors. I have already done that. After you spray your glue, you need to check and make sure that it's tacky first before you try putting your insulation up, especially on the ceiling. And I will start over here very carefully in one corner. The next piece of insulation you pull out of your box, you will find that corresponding spot on your map of the parts of your van, and that's where you will install it. So this right here is a C5, which is the very rear strip rib of your van. This van will be getting a fan installed right here, so you need to make sure to not insulate where you will be installing a fan or an AC unit. I just made 2 easy cuts in that ceiling panel to leave room here in the middle for that fan to be installed. DU1. DU1. What's the van right here? Sometimes you need glue, sometimes you don't. This right here is just held in by compression and being in the right spot. And all these metal ribs hold it in. PU3. This one right here. The panels are sometimes pre-cut to go around the sheet metal in the van. Use both hands to fish it through and find the biggest gap to start putting the top in. Then you can pull it up through and it matches the cutout here. You'll notice that some parts of the van do not have insulation on them, even though we have all of our insulation out of our box. This is because some of these parts will need to be upholstered, and then also, if you were going to put a window in here on your driver's side behind your galley, you would obviously not need this piece of insulation. These pieces right here are cut to match your bump out sections if you decide to do this kind of a build. I will keep these set aside so that I can upholster them if that customer chooses to do this. That's it for insulation. Now we're ready for wall and ceiling panels. Thanks for watching. See you next time.